before that, let's talk about last night's game, Coach. You had a heck of a game with a very physical, very athletic team.
Yeah, Illinois College is exactly that. And you make it to this point in the year, everybody's good, and certainly the 4 teams in this tournament, we all split against each other. So really, at the end of the day, it was anybody's tournament. I feel fortunate that our guys found a way to get to Saturday, and it's kind of always been our charge is to just get to Saturday, however it takes, just get to Saturday and then play for it.
Do you think there will be any lingering in terms of energy with your opponent coming off of that 111-97 track meet against Cornell?
I mean, at this point in the year, there's no tomorrow. So, whatever you got in the bank, as I like to say, you got in the bank, and you're going to expend it all today. Both teams, it's been a long year. Everybody's been going since October 15th. The COVID interruptions and the reschedules and the travel, it's taken a toll on everybody's team. And, today's a lot about, this guy right here and what you have and that guy right there.
Doc Weisky's walking today.
Yeah,
he's watching.
Absolutely. So, I think that's a big piece of what's going to happen here today.
Okay. We are so excited about this opportunity to carry the game and to watch you guys do what you can. You've had a lot of success in the past, a couple conference championships under your belt, 7 appearances out of 9 years or 10 years, 9 years. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually 8, but thanks anyways.
Okay. Hey, I was lousy in algebra. I was horrible in algebra. So best of luck to you.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you guys being here too.
Oh, yep. And by the way, I just said Kenny Loggins, he did do the song, This Is It. Well, this is it.
All right. If you got it at home, crank it up, folks.
Best
Thanks,
of luck.
Marty.
We'll be right back for player introductions.
Welcome to the 2022 Midwest Conference Championship Tournament. It is Championship Day, and the winner of this title game will receive the automatic bid to the 2022 NCAA Division III Tournament. The NCAA and Midwest Conference promote courteous and respectful behavior by student athletes, coaches, and the spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racist or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. Spectators shall not be permitted to yell out the names or numbers of members of the opposing team, nor make related comments towards specific players and or coaches. And we thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we would ask you to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh,
and 24, Isaac Mackey. 22, Jaden Mueller.
That's the Drew Jorgensen that we've known for the last couple of seasons out of Fond du Lac High School. Great job by, they teach you follow your own shot. That's what Drew Jorgensen did, was able to get a piece and be disruptive to get the ball back on the inbounds.
Galati will inbound it. Mid-range jump shot, good from Jalen Mahone.
I'm sorry, Stuart. He makes his living on mid-range jump shots. Anytime he makes a three, that's just a little extra.
Five points for Mahone. He's knocked a three ball down in a mid-range jump shot, and there's the 2-point basket there by Kabbalah.
Yeah, Kabbalah is just
Kabbalah,
something
my mistake.
No, it's something else with that left hand and his moves for such a big man. Wow. And here's a guy we haven't heard a lot from. That's Brady off the bench, known for his three-point shooting. Just went baseline and knocked it down, uncontested.
6-point lead for the Redhawks, and a beautiful drive off the glass there. Magnani.
Magnani, if you're not sure who scored and you see someone moving quickly and under control in purple, that's the man.
Magnani with 8 points already this afternoon.
$7:20 remaining in the first half.
Brady drives off the glass, couldn't get it to fall, rebounded by 44 Sharp.
Tough take, used the glass, just overlaid it slightly.
Ball down low. Kabbalah finishes again.
And once he gets it down there, he's so strong and graceful, it's almost an automatic two. He did it against Cornell as well, less than 24 hours ago.
Timeout on the court. We'll take a break as well. So 2-point lead for Ripon. This game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. Welcome back. It's a 2-point lead for Ripon, 19-17 with 6:48 to play. The Redhawks found themselves in a 7-point deficit early on, but they find themselves with a 2-point lead. What do you like from Ripon so far, Marty?
The way their half-court defense, they're making Cornell work for a living. Now, Cornell's had more success in the last 2 to 3 minutes, but I love the way the half-court defense for the Ripon Redhawks is going. Both teams really, as you can see, Stuart, evenly matched.
Ball on the far side of the court. Steffes swings it. Tooney. Steffes has it at the top, gets the screen from Tooney. Cross-court pass. Backing down his defenders, Tooney in the paint, and he'll go to the baby hook and knock it down.
Yeah, speaking of left hand, he's right-handed. Cabela is left-handed, but both soft baby hands can finish.
Dribble handoff at the top of the key. Magnani at the top with 11 seconds. He'll get the screen, they're down by 4. He'll give it up. It's 21 Cleary. Now down low to the big fella. 44 can't hit it. That was Sharp.
Wow, he had to shoot that at the 2-second mark on the shot clock.
Right wing Galati. He'll drive behind the back, step back, mid-range, splash. What a pretty move.
He just undressed his defensive counterpart.
5 points in the game for Galati. He had a 3-pointer earlier on. Drive, backing down his defender. Magnani, he'll kick it out. Pump fake at the top of the key, Cleary, and he'll knock down the mid-range.
Nice job by Cleary to take what the defense gave him. When they doubled down low and Cleary was left an orphan, clearly you can see what Cleary did.
Very clever there, Marty.
And I didn't even want to be. I was tripping over my words.
Beautiful pass, mid-range jump shot. It looked like it was partially blocked. Steffes was the man shooting it. Tooney with the rebound. He gets it back on the repost. 2 seconds on the clock. Fadeaway jumper, and he drilled it. Tooney has been phenomenal the last minute or so.
And that is undefensible, right? A big man like that on the fade.
Can't stop the fadeaway when they're knocking him down. Getting the screen, Magnani. He'll dribble it back out. 17 on the shot clock. Christensen drives. There's nobody home in the paint for help defense, and he is fouled on the drive. Foul's going to go against Galati. That's the first against Galati. Only one team foul called against Cornell in this game so far, Marty.
Yeah,
5 team fouls right now against Ripon.
And Stuart, I recognize the official that made that call because I was watching on my computer Grinnell at Cornell. And he called a lot of reaches, the same ref. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, every official's got their tendencies.
Yeah, they do.
And he must really not like the reaches and the hand checking. 6 seconds on the clock. Cleary at the top. He's got to shoot a tough mid-range off the glass, no good. Rebounded by DeVolk. Mahone gives it up. DeVolk at the elbow. He'll back down his defender. Couple dribbles. He'll kick it back out. Steffes drives. Guarded by the big fella. Got him on a pump fake, but he'll give it up to the corner. Bounce pass down low. Beautiful spin move by DeVolk, and he gave it up, and a driving 34. Meinholz is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
What a great find by DeVolk. Meinholz shoots down that ball side lane line, found him, and is rewarded with 2 free throws. You made the comment, only 1 foul up to this point by the Rams.
2 team fouls now against the Rams after that one.
I was looking at the stats this morning. Steffes, I think, played all 20 of the second half last night, Ryan. And these guys are Iron Men, I'll tell you.
No rest either, playing last night as 2 for 2 at the line for Meinholz. Meinholz has 4 points in the ball game, and it's a 8-point lead for Ripon, 27-19 with 3:33 on the clock in the first half.
And they're doing it with defense, I really believe.
Looks like Ripon's in a zone defense now. 3-point shot off the mark, but rebounded back by the Rams. And then the drive and the floater by Kabbalah.
I mentioned
earlier, good. He's got 8 points.
Once he's within 6 feet of the rim, he's almost automatic.
He stands 6 feet 5 inches, 215 pounds.
5th-year senior, all-time scoring leader at Cornell.
Tough matchup down low in the paint. And a drive to the corner. Steffes shot off the mark. Shot just not falling yet. And fighting for the loose ball.
Yeah, I think it went off of Mahone. And he went going for the ball. The guy went over the top of him and slid. I think he's okay because that scorer's table gave.
Now is Logan Christensen as he gets up gingerly, but he seems to be all right. Slid into the scorer's table.
Yep,
pretty hard.
It'll be Cornell ball. Yeah, the key is that there's give on that table, right?
Yeah, the padding's always nice for the players.
It actually slid a little bit, it looked like. So that's the right call. It did go off of Mahone on his floor dive on that 50-50 ball. The reason why it was loose to begin with, Steffes, I don't know how he even got a hand on that loose ball after his missed shot.
Magnani will run the offense. They trail by 6. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Cork's going to launch a 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Meinholz. Pushing the tempo was Galati. Good transition defense by the Rams. And now the drive there by Meinholz. He lost it and able to kick it back out to the top of the key. Steffes on the dribble handoff. Now Mahone at the top. Does he want another mid-range jump shot? He does. It's a fadeaway. He airballed it. Steffes with the rebound, put back. His
Holy
first bucket of the
smokes.
game.
If we talked to Mahone, he'd tell us it was a pass.
Yeah, we'll put him down for an assist. Why not? An 8-point lead, 29-21. A timeout on the floor with 2:10 remaining. We'll take a break. This game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. Well, if you're just joining us, it's the title game of the Midwestern Conference between Ripon and Cornell, and they lead 29-21 with 2:10 remaining in the first half.
Like yesterday's game, Stuart, a lot of physicality by both ball clubs. For the most part, are letting them play. Every so often, there'll be a whistle on a player with too much, in the eyes of the official, too much of a reach.
Ball back in play, Magnani, he gave it up. Christensen. Looks like Ripon back in the man-to-man defense. They briefly were playing zone.
Look at that defense.
10 on the shot clock. Cork backs down Mahone, kisses it off the glass. Too strong. Rebound by Meinholz.
Great weak side board by the freshman from Oconomowoc.
Top of the key, Meinholz. Now Steffes on the right wing. Mahone came off his screen. Wasn't open. Top of the key and a hesitation and a wide open layup for Meinholz.
What a blow by the freshman.
6 points for the freshman. Just a little pump fake at the top of the key. Opened up the lane and nobody was home to contest the shot. And a drive and a foul, and heading to the free throw line is 33, Cooper Kabbalah.
I think that'll go against the freshman for the Redhawks.
He's been a pain in the paint. He's got 8 points, all coming in the paint.
Yeah, and then he shoots a good three, and that's what makes him a special player for Cornell, Kabbalah.
He's also left-handed too, so that's another just wrench into how you defend them. You're used to trying to force guys left.
Excellent.
You don't want to do that with them.
Right. I mean, correct.
He'll knock down the first one. They called it a non-shooting foul. So there was a 1-and-1, so he needed to knock that first one down, and he did.
Kabbalah's freshman year, it was a very unimpressive 3.8 points per game. Yet he's the all-time leading scorer. Of course, he is a fifth-year senior. Made good on that second free throw as well.
2 for 2 at the line, and we got a minute to play here in the first half. Steffes gives it up. Mahone, he'll drive. Good defense by Quirk, and he'll give it up. 3-point shot is off the mark there by Galati.
Just short on the iron.
Magnani to set it up. He ways off the screen. He'll give it to Quirk in the left corner. Now top of the key is Christensen. Back to Christensen at the top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Christensen top. Now a deep 3-point attempt and rattled in.
Knocked it down, probably
Magnani.
over 4 feet above the 3-point line easily.
11 points now for Jordan Magnani, and it's a 5-point ball game. 12 seconds left in the first half. Ripon's going to hold for the last shot. Steffes on the left wing. He'll get the screen from Tooney, and a foul called. Trying to fight through the screen.
How many times do we see, Stuart, where the screener gets called for the foul? And normally I blame that on his teammate with the ball. Let the screen get set. They get ants in their pants, take off too soon, and then the screener has to reset, and then he gets caught moving.
That's what they say. Most of the time, you got to blame the ball handler. They got to be patient enough and let the big man set the screen.
And come off his shoulder, as Doc Weisky, the late Doc Weisky used to say, take some skin with you.
They'll inbound it. Tooney down low, 3 seconds. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Christensen, and that will do it for the first half. Ripon leads it 31-26 over Cornell, 31-26. We'll take a break, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more about that first half. This game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. Welcome back to the Midwest Conference final between the Cornell Rams and the Ripon Redhawks. Ripon leads Cornell 31-26 at the half. We're a little under 5 minutes left in halftime before the second half starts. Let's take a look at some of these numbers, some of the stats in the first half. We'll start with the 2-seed Cornell Rams. Their leading scorer in that first half was number 15, Jordan Maniani, with 11 points, and then right behind him was 33, Cooper Kabbalah, with 10 points. They're the two players in double figures for Cornell. Cork has 3 points, and Cleary with 2 points gets it to your 26. They shot 10 of 23 from the floor as a team, which is 43.5%. 2 of 7 from downtown, 28.5%. And they're 4 for 4 at the free throw line, shooting 100%. The rebounding side, 15 rebounds in the first half, only one of those offensive for the Cornell Rams. Ripon, they were led by Luke Meinholz with 6 points, but it was a team effort. Their leading scorer, again, Meinholz only with 6 points, but Mahone with 5, Brady with 2, Galati with 5, Jorgensen with 3, Steffes with 2, Tooney with 4, and DeVolk with 4. So it was a team effort. Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players scoring in that first half for the Ripon Redhawks. They shot 13 of 33 from the floor as a team, 39.5%. Couldn't knock the 3 ball down at a high rate, though. They were 3 of 13 from downtown, 23%, and 2 for 3 at the free throw line. But those 3-point shots, I would say at least 11 out of the 13 were quality looks, Marty.
Yeah, they were. Stats that stand out in my mind, having watched both these teams perform yesterday to get to this contest. I'm looking at Marcus Quirk. He's been held to 3 points, and he was the leading scorer last night when they upended Cornell. So Ripon's done a good job from that downtown distance shooter. The other thing that stands out, you talked about it, rebounds. With 15 total boards by the visitors, you look at Ripon, not only do they out-rebound them, but they also have a half dozen on the offensive end. Most of that work has been done by DeVolk, the Kimberly graduate. And like you said, Ripon got 10 more shots off, but the percentage isn't that good. I think that speaks more to the defense by both ball clubs than anything else. And yesterday will be interesting. When Ripon came out in the second half, in which it was a close game with Illinois College, they came out red hot. Galati knocked down back-to-back threes to start the second half. And that was really set the tone for the second half, and why Ripon, even though they won by 10, it was a much closer game down to the wire than that, with cosmetic free throws being made down the stretch. I'm coming off of their last timeout, too, Stuart, before the half. Cornell's offense, I thought their spacing really got good. When they were doing the weave up on top and their spacing, they were making that defense for the Redhawks much more extended, and it created more lanes for guys like Kabbalah and Magnani to attack, and they did just that. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Moore gets into that spacing issue for them.
And I think that's going to be important going on, because we haven't seen a ton of fast break opportunities for either team. We saw a few transition buckets, but it was relatively a half-court game most of the first half. They tried to push. They definitely tried to push when they could, but both defenses were getting back. And I wouldn't say it's a low-scoring game, but it's not a high-scoring game either. So it's been a nice average tempo game, and I think the half-court offense and half-court defense is going to be crucial down the stretch, along with making your free throws.
You know, your assessment is spot on, because if you look at the Illinois College Ripon game yesterday, it was so disjointed. It was lower scoring than that. It was like 22 to 24 at the half. Never got a offensive rhythm because of those respective defenses. Yeah,
defenses can really muck up a game, and it makes those, when you do make those shots, they make them even more valuable.
Yeah.
Under 20 seconds on the clock. We're about to bring second half basketball for you. Again, this game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. It's the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. Cornell versus Ripon. Ripon with the 5-point lead at the half. And there's the buzzer. We're about to get some second half basketball.
And there's the play-by-play guy talking to you, Stuart Atkinson. First time I've had the opportunity to work with him. He's a pro, folks. I'm Marty Ernster, behind the lens, executive producer Riley Eisnagel. And let's see, can Ripon find a way, if you're a Red Hawk fan, can they find a way to come away with a tournament championship? Or are the spoilers going to be the Rams from Mount Vernon, Iowa?
A reminder, the winner of this game punches their ticket, an automatic bid to the Division III men's tournament, which is what you play for, right? To make it to the big dance at the end.
And the women follow at 6 o'clock tonight. Ripon women versus the Monmouth Fighting Scots of Monmouth College.
Second half has started, and it's going to be a basket in and out from Logan Sharp. Looked like it was going to fall.
Yeah, it did.
And Ripon gets a defensive stop on the rattle out. And a drive by Tooney, backing down his defender. He had two guys bite on his pump fake, but he didn't go up. He probably would have got the foul call. Hesitated, and ball's back out on the perimeter. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Steffes, mid-range, too strong. Rebounded by Christensen. Tooney had those defenders both flying in the air. They could have landed right on his back if he went up strong. Had to settle for the mid-range jump shot.
Let's see if they can establish Marcus Quirk.
Ball at the top of the key by the point guard. Magnani gave it up, and the drive there by Quirk. Like you mentioned, he was trying to get going, but he missed the shot. Good contest.
Yeah, good take with the left.
And Steffes is going to airmail a pass out of bounds.
Coach Kane landed on his britches, but he strong with the ball though, Kane. He hung both hands firmly on the basketball. The St. Norbert's grad, Coach Kane of Ripon.
Kane looked like he was doing a little bit of acting, as I don't know if he needed to fall on his butt, but, you know, be a little animated. Quirk's going to attempt a three-point shot, and he's going to knock it down.
And he's the guy that I was wondering about. Will they try to establish him in perimeter, and then that will open up everything else for the Rams?
So Quirk with two made shots so far in the game, both coming from downtown, and it's a two-point ball game. Bounce pass down low. Steffes has it on the block. Backs down his defender, picks up his dribble. He'll have to give it up. Top of the key, DeVolk. He'll drive, splits the double team, kicks it out. Left wing is Galati, and a foul call on the drive.
Magnani fouls Galati. It'll be against number 15, I believe. It should be anyway. How are they calling it?
It looks like the foul's actually going to be against Ripon.
Oh, my.
I think Galati's going to be called for the foul. I think he maybe extended his forearm is going to be the call.
Must have been.
But they got a better vantage point than us.
Actually, 42. Was that on DeVolk for Ripon in his third? And he's out? Galati's number 22. Okay, now it's on the board. They were late getting up. My bad. Now that flashes up the foul on the board. But it was on 44. Oh, okay. Forget everything. Stuart, that was against Cornell. Okay. Still don't know who that Ripon foul was on, though. I'm not sure it was on Galati.
Couple mystery calls in the last 20 seconds or so. But Tooney's down low, gets his shot blocked out of bounds. Still Ripon ball with 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they never flashed that Ripon foul up on the board that I could see.
Galati inbounds it. Trying to find 13 Jorgensen off the screen. Steffes has it at the top of the key. 8 seconds. He'll drive. Walled off by the defender, and his pass is stolen, and Christensen will bring it up the court for the Rams.
Rare turnover by Steffes. Don't see that often.
There's Quirk. He'll drive, gather, and he's fouled, and will head to the line. Foul's going to go against 34, Luke Meinholz.
Foul starting to pile up against Ripon. Smart move, attacking the rim, trying to get the whistle.
Ripon yet to score here in the second half. A little less than 3 minutes played thus far.
That's 3 on Meinholz.
And the free throw rattles in and out and then back down.
Tough foul on Meinholz because with 17:23 to go, just underway in the second half, an 8-man rotation yesterday, a tight rotation in this tournament by Coach Kane.
The 6'6 forward Quirk goes 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 8 points now and a quick 5 points already in the second half. Number 5, Mahone, into the game now for Ripon. And he has the ball, spin move, mid-range jump shot, and he drills it. That's his spot, Marty, that little mid-range game.
When he gets that rhythm and they don't double him on the spin move and he goes up, you're right. He's cash, as they say.
Magnani on the right wing gives it up to Quirk. Now a dribble handoff. Top of the key, Christensen. He'll have to pick it up. 11 on the shot clock. Right wing now driving and blocked. That was 22 Meeker, and he just got the ball.
Steffes on the weak
stuffed in
side.
his face.
What a rotating defense, and lunched him, as we say.
It's a 2-point lead for Ripon, 33-31, with 16:28 to play in the second half. Mahone at the top of the key, 14 on the shot clock, and he's going to be called for a charge on the drive.
Yep. When he goes, that's his weakness. When he goes into a spin move, sometimes that head is down, you see it, and a smart defensive player can get in that spin move and create the offensive contact. It was the right call.
Could see Mahone when he came up the court, he tapped on his chest, my bad, and went up to Tooney and said, that's not you, that's me.
Yep. That's the kind of glue you got to have on a championship team.
Christensen at the top, a dribble handoff. Magnani, now Kabala. Christensen gives it up. Meeker, 7 on the shot clock. Good defense thus far. Christensen, top of the key, 3 to shoot. He'll drive. Blocked by Steffes.
Oh, did Steffes go down on his hip, but somebody forgot to tell him he was supposed to be hurt.
Good transition defense, and the mid-range jump shot is blocked, but Tooney gets the rebound, and he'll baby hook the left hand, but a little too strong.
Strong take. Boy, those 2 back-to-back blocks by Steffes. He's only a 6-footer.
Magnani swings it to the right wing. It's a 2-point game. Ripon leads by 2. Bounce pass down low. Kabala, the dish. Christensen, and he knocks down the 3-point shot. And it's a 1-point lead for the Rams, their first lead in quite some time.
I'm sorry. The defensive work, Steffes on Kabala, has been very impressive.
.15 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Thought about a 3, was 22 Galati. He does shoot it and misses it. Here comes Christensen up the court. He'll swing it. Spin move there by 22 Meeker. He'll give it up. And a post down low off the glass, and he's tough to handle as Kabala once again with 2 more points.
He's such a field player. He feels the guy on his back and then knows which way to spin. Very strong effectively with either hand.
His first basket of the half gives him 12 for the game. 16 on the shot clock. They look for Tooney down low. They get it to him. Here comes a double team. He didn't see it in time, and his pass was deflected and turned over. Christensen pushes the pace. He gives it up. Magnani, 3-point shot off the mark. Meeker tries to get a rebound. Tooney rips it away, and now Meeker is going to be called for a foul on the reach-in.
Coach Slava, is he stamping his feet? I got to believe now he's in the ear of the official. Boy, did he stamp his feet in front of that official. they're going to give him a lot of leeway being the, look at him.
Yeah, title game, they're going to give him a little leeway.
Yeah. But
Tooney with the strong rebound, almost got it ripped out. Then he ripped it back, and then they get him on the reach-in.
Oh, that was like a pit bull on a ham bone.
Ripon trails by 3, 36-33. They've been outscored 10-2 in the second half. Mahone on the left wing. He'll swing it to the corner. Steffes. He'll drive baseline off the glass. It's good.
Strength.
4 points for Steffes. Number 5, Engel in the game for the Rams. And stripped down low was Kabala. Here comes Steffes, a 1-on-2 fast break, and he is fouled on the drive. A non-shooting foul, but putting the pressure on the defense.
Should go against Meeker. Let's see how they give it to.
They are going to give it to Meeker. So the foul is against Meeker.
Kabala going to the official, letting him know, hey, I got fouled in the wrist. No problem. Gave him a wink.
Mahone at the top of the key. He'll dribble it out. 18 on the clock. He's going to step into a 3, and it's a little short. Rebounded by Engel.
Yeah. Once again, mid-range jumpers, that's his strength.
13-15 to play. Winner wins the Midwest Conference Tournament and punches their ticket to the NCAA Division III Men's Tournament. 10 on the shot clock. Kabala gives it up. Quirk in the corner. He'll go baseline. He's met by Mahone, but he dunked it anyways.
Wow, what a play by both people. A better play by, was that Quirk?
That was Quirk, yes.
Wow.
What a drive. Mahone got a hand on it, met him at the rim, and the ball still went in.
Both guys above the rim on that play.
Incredible athleticism by both sides. Steffes gets it poked away down low. Turnover. Here come the Rams. They're up by 3.
Boy, Cornell doing a great job of protecting the paint the entire game. Maybe even better here in the second half.
12:25 to play. Magnani drives, gives it up. 3-point shot off the mark by Engel. Rebounded by 13, Drew Jorgensen. And a timeout is going to be called by head coach Ryan Kane. We'll take a brief break as well. It's 38-35. Cornell on top of Ripon in the Midwest Conference title game. Welcome back. It's a 3-point deficit for the Ripon Redhawks, 38-35 with 12:12 to play in the second half. Ripon's been outscored in the second half, 12-4.
Shout out to Dave Weisky. Doc Weisky's one of his sons up north with Terry Kramer, the Hawk, All-American at Ripon College. If he wasn't, I just said he is now. I think he was, actually. They're watching.
Steffes at the elbow. Jab step, he'll drive, can't finish. A lot of contact, no call. Quirk gets the rebound, and
Foul.
Quirk is going to be fouled.
By Mahone, going for the loose ball. It's the right call.
Yeah, and Mahone took a tough fall, and Quirk, with the sportsmanship, helped him up. Good aggressive play, but a little out of control fight, trying to
That's Mahone's third foul.
Track down that
Two
loose
of those
ball.
three have been going after loose balls, right? Flying into the scorer's table was the other.
Kabbalah drives. Passes it to the other big man. Sharp down low, he gives it up. Christensen, he'll drive, mid-range jump shot, no good. Mahone with the rebound.
Look at Galati pushing it.
It was a good outlet pass to Galati. Good transition defense. DeVolk, mid-range jump shot, no good. Steffes was fighting for the rebound. Christensen with the board.
Yeah, DeVault can make those, but my hunch is that's not what coach necessarily wants him doing.
It's one of those shots where you don't hate it, but early in the shot clock, it's not what you're looking for. Left wing, mid-range jump shot. Off the mark by Magnani, rebounded by Tooney. Galati brings it up. Dribble handoff to Steffes. Uses the screen, gets to the free throw line, and thought better of the mid-range jump shot as he had a big man right in his face. Mahone now has it. He'll go baseline. He'll kick it to the corner. Now Steffes on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. He gets the screen. He'll drive, and he gets past all the defenders and finishes at the hoop. He's got 6 points. It's a 1-point ball game.
Silent Assassin comes to mind. Silent Assassin. He's just so quiet of a player, but so powerful in a small build.
Quirk gets past Tooney, and he'll drive, and
yeah, it'll be offensive goaltending on DeVault.
Good call. It's a good call.
Oh, wait a minute. He's calling a foul? A foul? What are you calling a... What do you call... Where's the foul?
My mistake. No goaltend.
And did it look like goaltend to you?
I thought it was a goaltend.
I did too.
Unless they said he pushed off on his way up or extended his arm. No, they are. It is goaltend. They gave Cornell the basket.
Yeah.
They gave Cornell the basket.
So what was the official calling a... He's doing, well...
I don't know. Official was doing a lot of hand gestures. We
Looks
were
like,
right the first time.
Yeah.
Goaltending basket, and Cornell leads it 40-37. Ball back in play. Mahone has it on the left wing. Bounce pass down low to Tooney. Backs down his defender. Picks it up, has to kick it out. Steffes on the top of the key. Tooney reposted, and he gets it back. He's double teamed. 8 on the shot clock. Kicks it out, Mahone. Touch pass. Steffes, he'll drive. Looked like he was fouled.
Wow.
No call.
How is that not a foul?
Looked like a clear foul. Steffes drove and got hit checked. No call.
He did a head shoulder fake, which is what you want to do to get your defender in the air. He got him in the air, came down on, like you said, hip check, and no call by the official.
Logan Christensen and Ryan Steffes both waving to the crowd to get loud. As you know, late in the game, an auto bid to the tournament. It's going to get intense, and there's a three-point shot by Cooper Kabbalah. It's a 6-point lead now for the Rams. Mahone gets to his spot mid-range, and he gives it up. He'll drive and one.
Yeah, because he was inside
Defender
the
was
circle.
inside the arc. So no charge. A huge basket by Jalen Mahone, the junior from Brandon, Wisconsin. And he's got an opportunity to make it a three-point game with a free throw.
I think Ripon maybe has to think about even attacking the rim even more so if your threes aren't falling.
5 team fouls against Ripon, 4 team fouls against Cornell. And Mahone knocks it down. That was a big three-point play there by Mahone as momentum was starting to kind of shift to Cornell's side.
Mahone, an 86% free throw shooter going into the tournament.
Magnani will dribble it up the court. He gets the screen. He's coming downhill, picks up his dribble, kicks it. Christensen top of the key. Magnani on the left wing.
Yeah, things have heated up. The intensity is here right now.
You can feel it in the gym. The atmosphere is phenomenal. And then a kiss off the glass by Kabbalah.
Kabbalah is just something else.
He's got 7 points this half, 17 in the game. Steffes bounce pass down low. Tooney, he'll have to give it up. Steffes, Mahone in the corner. He'll drive. Floater, drilled it.
Dribble, relocate. He doesn't, I tell you what, he might be the best on the team.
45-42, 8:33 to play. Cornell on top. Magnani gets the screen, backing down his defender. Fadeaway jump shot, rattles in and out, was halfway down, trying to save it out of bounds unsuccessfully, and Mahone is fouled. And Mahone clapping his hands, trying to energize this home crowd.
And it's working. It's a shame we don't have camera on the other side of the court. It's a madhouse below us.
You gotta love the student section being into the game.
That was that the biggest lead that Cornell's had so far? Was like, what, 43-37? Something like that?
I believe they had a 7-point lead early on.
Okay.
But then they trailed the majority of the first half after that. They trail by 5 at the half, and they lead by 3 now. Ripon could tie the game or cut it to 1. Still plenty of time, 8:13 left in the game. Mahone on the left wing, he thought about a deep one. Good idea. Turn that down. Bounce pass. Pump fake, and it's a slam dunk down low by the big fella, David DeVolk.
Big man goes big.
Got him on the pump fake, and he slammed it home.
They say go big or stay home. That's what he did.
He did not go up soft by any means. 1-point ball game. Quirk on the right wing. 13 on the shot clock. Magnani thought about a 3. He'll give it up. Quirk in the corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point shot, and he swished it.
He's got a beautiful 3-point shot. Get a timeout call, I think, by Ripon.
That's a big shot by Quirk right there. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. This game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and Midwest Conference. .732 left to play in this ball game. Cornell leads Ripon 48-44. It will be Ripon ball after the timeout. A huge dunk by DeVolk, and it was quickly answered by a Marcus Quirk 3-point basket. The drive by Steffes. He'll kick it to the top of the key. And the freshman with the mid-range jump shot, and he gets it to fall. It's Meinholz.
Got a little Mahone to him, doesn't he? Mid-range spin jumper.
Got the soft touch off the front rim to fall in. It's a 2-point game. Magnani drives. Layup no good.
Boy, the weak
contested
side
well.
Yeah.
Mahone drove, kicked it. Now Steffes drives baseline. He's walled off. He'll have to kick it out. Mahone has a corner 3 if he wanted it. Couldn't quite corral the ball inside. Down low. DeVolk kicks it to the corner. Now Mahone on the left wing. Top of the key. Mid-range jump shot off the mark. That was a deep 2. Christensen with the rebound. Still a 2-point game and a 2-point lead for Cornell. Magnani gets the screen. Gives it up. Pass down low to the big fella, Sharp. One power dribble. Uses his Shoulder to create some space, can't get it to fall. Rebound by DeVolk.
Yeah,
Mahone brings it up the court.
Yeah, he did everything right about Sharp. He just didn't finish.
Mid-range jump shot, Mahone, and he makes it. Tie ball game, 48 all.
If you are Cornell trying to guard Mahone, you try to get up in his grill and don't give him that rhythm dribble.
Bit of a fadeaway on the baseline. Bounce pass down low, and Sharp's going to kiss it off the glass for 2. That's his first basket of the game.
Sharp that time thought, you know what, I'm going to get a little further away.
Sharp stands at 6 feet 9 inches.
And
he is a big guy.
Yeah, he's got shoulders.
Steffes drives. Got Sharp on the pump fake, and he's going to be fouled and will head into the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Without question, in my opinion, nobody in the entire conference can draw contact better than Ryan Steffes. He's done it all season long. If we kept track of that as a stat, I'll bet you he does it minimal 3 times per game.
Logan Christensen going to be called on that foul. It's Ripon trails by 2. Steffes can knock a couple free throws in to tie it as he knocks down the first one. Steffes playing his high school ball at New Holstein.
Yeah, New Holstein.
Steffes a little too strong on the second one, and Cornell holds on to a 1-point lead with 5:26 to play. Magnani with the ball, he'll get the screen. Tooney comes out to show on him, they switched. He drives, and he's gonna be fouled. I think they're gonna get Mahone on a reach-in. Looked like good aggressive defense.
Yeah, it did, it looked good. It really did. The fact that Magnani went to the floor is irrelevant. He picked his pocket. Boy, that's a tough call to live with. Yep, you just got to get a short memory, right? Jump back into it, you're down 1.
Yep, foul goes against Mahone. Mahone checks out of the game. Kabala has it, he'll kick it out. 15 on the shot clock, now Kabala back at the top. Dribble handoff, it's Quirk, mid-range jump shot, off the mark, rebounded by 22, Galati. Galati will bring it up. Gets the screen from Tooney. It's a great opportunity for that pick and pop for Tooney. He hasn't hit a three-pointer yet, though. Bounce pass back down low to Tooney. 11 on the shot clock. Gives it up, and the freshman drives and one. It's 34, Luke Meinholz. The freshman has had a phenomenal ball game.
And what a drive, crossover, and then to flip it over to your left hand to get the finish.
Got an opportunity to tack on another one after the foul.
Just a 58% free throw shooter on the regular season, Meinholz.
Swishes this one. And Ripon goes up by 2 with 4:40 to play. What a ball game so far.
Yeah, and to think we didn't pay to watch it.
Yeah, no kidding. We're actually getting paid to watch it. How about that?
You're getting paid? Oh,
a couple nickels.
Okay.
A couple nickels. It's a 2-point lead for Ripon. 4:28 on the clock, and a quick answer. It's another 3-ball by Quirk.
Yeah, a quick shot by Quirk. You said it.
He's hit 4 triples tonight.
And what a beautiful form he's got.
So 1-point lead for the Rams. Driving the big fella, 42, picks up his dribble, spinning off the glass. It's no good. DeVolk, he gets his own rebound, and he'll finish off the glass.
Yeah, that's just wanting it more. That's what that was. 6'9" didn't hurt either.
54-53, Ripon up 1. Magnani drives, walled off. The 5-footer, no good. Rebounded by DeVolk.
The help defense by Ripon, very impressive.
Galati has it on the right wing, 20 on the shot clock. He gives it up, now top of the key. Meinholz, he'll swing at Steffes. He has the baseline. He's fouled, and he doesn't get it to fall, but he'll shoot a pair.
You want to You got to get a booklet. He needs
You were
to
just
publish,
talking about it.
Yeah, he needs to publish a booklet on how to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Because Ryan Steffes does it the best in the Midwest Conference. I've seen enough of the games.
Huge free throws here as he knocks down the first one. So many games come down to just knocking down your free throws late.
Yeah,
it's incredible how you can play, X amount of minutes, and then when you get down to the last minute, it's a 1 or 2 point ball game, and it's just about knocking down the free throws.
Yeah, it ain't sexy, but it sure as heck is important.
It is sexy winning ball games.
There you go, my
Ripon
friend.
leads it 56-53 with 3:28. Timeout on the floor by Ripon head coach Ryan Kane. We'll take a break. This game is brought to you by Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. .328 to play in the Midwest Conference title game with an auto berth to the Division III NCAA men's tournament on the line, and Ripon leads by 3. And we're going to have a very interesting finish, it appears. Quirk has it at the top. Zone defense coming out of the timeout by Ripon.
Yeah, he's done that a few times this season off the timeouts.
Kabbalah on the right wing, now back to the top. Magnani kicks it. Christensen guarded by Steffes. Good defense. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Quirk has it on the left wing. 3-point shot. Too short, but unable to get the rebound. They're chasing for it. Did they save it? And it's going to remain Rams basketball. Out of bounds on Ripon at midcourt, diving for the ball.
What a defensive effort. Yeah, it's a zone, but when they're in your neighborhood, you man up, and that's what Ripon did. Forced Quirk into just a ridiculous shot.
And he was so short on it, the rebound came out so long.
Yeah, it carried him really weird. I think it hit one of the players in the head.
Christensen swings it. They're still in that zone defense, and they gave up an open 3-point look, and he drilled it. Kabbalah with his second triple of the game.
Tie ball game.
It's 56-all with 2:30 to play. Tooney at the top. He'll drive, spin move, and he's fouled. I believe they're going to get Quirk on the reach in, and they will. And Tooney's going to shoot a pair. 19 fouls against Cornell, 16 fouls against Ripon.
As a sophomore at Waupun High School, Tooney went for the ride with his team to win the state championship.
First free throw rattled in and out.
Tooney is 74% free throw shooter during the regular season.
Knocks the second. Tooney will be replaced and get a breather. The freshman Luke Meinholz will check in. He's been phenomenal today.
This is a formidable 5 for the Redhawks.
It's a 1-point lead for Ripon, 2:17 on the clock. Quirk swings it. Christensen. Pass down low. Sharp backing down his defender, and one for Sharp as he flexes his muscles. His second basket of the game, both coming this half. And Cornell back on top by 1.
That's the 4th on DeValk. They reclaim the lead.
He knocks home the free throw. We talk about free throws being big. Tooney going 1 for 2, and Sharp knocking down his one.
So Tooney not getting much of a break because of DeValk picking up that 4th. He's back in.
Yeah, Tooney will inbound it. Ripon trails by 2, 59-57. Just over 2 minutes to play. Steffes to Tooney on the top of the key. Dribble handoff. Now Galati has it on the left wing. Tooney down low. He'll kick it out. Meinholz. Now Galati on the right wing. 12 on the shot clock. Meinholz drives. He's walled off. He finds Tooney down low, but good defense. He has to kick it out. 4 on the shot clock. Tooney, corner 3. Can he nail it? Yes, he can! What a 3 by Tooney. Ripon up by 1.
With a second left on the shot clock, the 49% three-point shooter, the big fella, knocks it down.
His
Beautiful.
first three-pointer of the game. It could not have come at a better time. Top of the key. Kabala is stolen. Transition, layup by the freshman Meinholz. Ripon back up by 3. Timeout on the floor.
And there's some proud people in Oconomowoc right now.
1:16 to play. Ripon up by 3 after trailing by 2 just 30 seconds ago. We'll take a break. This game is brought to you by the Ripon Channel, Ripon College, and the Midwest Conference. Minute 16 to play. Ripon leads it 62-59. Marty, talk about the last minute of events. A lot happened.
I've never seen Coach Kane that far out on the floor, still talking to his players coming out of that timeout. Gives a pat on the butt to Drew Jorgensen. Don't be surprised if you see an offensive play set up for him on a 3 next possession.
Ripon's going to put a little soft full court pressure. Pretty relaxed pressure as the press has been broken. Magnani, he drives, and he is going to be fouled. It's a good call. Foul is going to go against Meinholz.
Yeah, that probably, I'm guessing, is his 4th.
That's going to be the 4th against Meinholz. You're correct. So 4 fouls now against the freshman Meinholz, who just had the steal and the layup before the timeout.
What a all-around player Meinholz is in terms of athleticism, basketball IQ, particularly in that half-court defense. He did it yesterday, too. He got some steals
Magnani at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. Needs to knock it down, and he does.
No surprise there by Magnani. High percentage free throw shooter, as all the good guards are.
From Mount Pleasant, Iowa, he goes 2 for 2, the senior, and it's a 1-point game, 62-61 with 1:07.
Him and Kabala were first-team selections, I believe. Ryan Steffes for Ripon, first-team selection all-conference.
Galati has it. He'll swing it. Mahone. Now Tooney at the top. And he trips on the drive, but he's able to get the ball, but now he loses it. Quirk has it. And it's going to be Rams basketball. Magnani at midcourt. 18 on the shot clock. The Rams trail by 1. Quirk at the top, pump fake on the 3. He'll drive, and he's fouled by Mahone. It's a good foul by Mahone, as it was going to be an easy bucket by Quirk.
Yeah.
Would have probably liked to have him foul him a little harder because he almost converted it for an and one.
Yeah, he got around the corner on Mahone, and it was all over down that lane line. A chance to take the lead here with just a little over a half minute remaining in the regulation, I should say.
I believe Mahone just fouled out of the game.
Yeah, he did. He's gonna
get replaced by David DeVolk. So 32 and a half seconds remaining. Ripon leads by 1, 62-61, and 2 free throws coming for Marcus Quirk, the 6'6" forward of Cornell.
Mahone, a big loss in that half-court offense. We've been talking about it all afternoon with regards to those pull-up jumpers.
Quirk knocks down the first one.
You talked about free throw shooting earlier, how important it is and how sometimes the games end up being decided by the charity stripe from 15 feet away, and this might be the same.
And Quirk with only 3 points in the first half, but he's been huge in the second half, but he missed the second free throw, and it's a tie game.
Wow.
62 all.
All of a sudden put on the turtleneck there on the second shot, just when you think it's smooth as silk.
Timeout called by head coach Ryan Kane. We'll keep it here. It's a tie ball game with 27.8 seconds left, 26 seconds on the shot clock. So not quite can the Ripon Red Hawks hold for the last shot, but pretty darn close.
Yeah. Ty
we
Ketz,
could get OT here.
Ty Ketz, the assistant coach, out there with Coach Kane, an all-conference player himself back in the day. They're figuring out what they want to do.
I was just going to ask you, what do you draw up here? Mahone's fouled out. Do you go to Tooney? Do you go to Steffes?
Boy, I won't even presume to try to guess what Coach Kane's going to do, but here's the dilemma. Do you settle for the open jump shot? Something tells me I'd rather drive to the rim, but you know how refs swallow their whistle sometimes when that happens. But
when do you want the shot to happen? About 5 seconds or so to give you a chance for an offensive rebound?
If you know, it's so nice to have that luxury that you have that type of offensive ability to execute the shot with a high percentage when you want to do it. So sometimes if it's less than 10 seconds, you got a really good look, and in a tie game,
you got to take it.
Yeah, I think so. I think when you have
it's better to shoot a high quality shot with 8 seconds versus a double teamed contested deep 3 at the buzzer that is a prayer.
And the only thing where you would want to hold it to the end, in this case for Ripon, when you look at the foul situation, you got Meinholz with 4. You already got Mahone that's fouled out. If this game goes into overtime, I think the edge goes to the Rams.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Ball is back in play. Ryan Steffes has it at midcourt, and he'll hand it off to Galati. He's at midcourt, taking some time off the clock as they're going to get into their set here soon.
Look for Ryan Steffes to take the shot.
Steffes has it. He's at the top of the key. Left wing Galati. Now Steffes, 4 on the shot clock. He falls down, and they're not going to get a shot off. They dribble out the clock. Steffes fell down, and when he went baseline, ran out of time.
So 1.5 seconds, unless they're going to reset that.
You got to get into your set quicker than that. When you're coming out of a timeout and you got 20-plus seconds and you can't even get a shot off.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about.
That's tough.
Where if you have that luxury that you can execute a good shot anytime you want. And that's why sometimes you just want to, you get too cute for yourself. You just want to take the best opportunity. Yeah.
So
easy said, sitting up here.
Now if you're Ripon, you're playing for overtime with 1.5 seconds left. But like you said, some foul issues for Ripon. They would have liked to at least got a shot off there.
Yeah, and let's see if they move. They did. They get 0.3 of a second added onto that game clock.
Yeah, they did just adjust that. So 1.8 seconds left.
That's time for a catch, one dribble and a shot. If it's a catch, or I should say a catch and a pass, that pass would have to be almost all one motion with the catch and then the shot.
know what I really like about the college game too is I can't stand this. I love the NBA, but what I don't like
Inbound
is
at half-court.
they can call a timeout and advance the ball up. So if somebody hits a game winner with 0.4 seconds left, it's not even a game winner because you can get a great look on the other end.
Why do you reward the best shooters in the world with that advantage?
I've never liked that call, and I'm going to stand by it for eternity.
I'm with you.
All right, 1.8 seconds. Each team's got a timeout left. Cornell actually has 2 timeouts left. The inbounder is going to be 33, Kabbalah.
DeValk trying to make it hard for him.
They get it in, and they're going to not get a shot off. Couldn't quite get a grasp on it, and we're going to head to OT.
Oh, this is cutting into my trip, folks.
And Marty's got a big trip coming up, but that's going to be put on hold for some overtime basketball in the title game.
My phone just rang from my buddy. He's in Miami.
And you're in Rip City.
I'm in where it's, what is it, 75 out right now? Not quite.
Not quite.
Well, 5 minutes in college, 4 in high school for overtime. And now that concern that I had being a Red Hawk fan is when you got Mahone, one of your most lethal offensive and athletic weapons on the bench with 5 fouls. You got Meinholz, the freshman, super sensational freshman, just one more whistle away from picking up his 5th. You're getting a little thin on the bench if you're Ripon.
They're gonna, if they end up losing this game, they're gonna go back to that last 25 seconds, and they didn't win or lose the game on that possession, but not being able to get a shot off. And it kind of, made it a lot more likely overtime was going to happen. That's going to be a big. It's going to be a big 25 seconds.
I agree.
If overtime doesn't go Ripon's way.
Right.
But there's 5 fresh minutes on the clock, and still plenty of time to write history and punch your ticket into the NCAA tournament.
Cornell's been very opportunistic in this game. That long court shot that didn't hit anything, they get the rebound, and then they end up dropping a 3. And that's what you do. You make plays when you need to. Kabbalah knocks down that open 3. And that's what it's all about. You got both bigs still in there. Don't forget, DeValk also with 4 fouls. So foul trouble is the issue with the Red Hawks. Maybe a guy like Galati, who's a very good 3-point shooter, and Drew Jorgensen can step up.
The tip is won by the Red Hawks. A good start to overtime, and Galati will get the screen from Tooney. Top of the key, 22 on the shot clock. Jorgensen bounce pass down low. It's the big fella, DeValk. And he gets a bounce pass to Tooney, and he'll finish down low. So Tooney with the first basket of overtime.
Beautiful execution from one big to the other.
Magnani will give it up. Quirk coming off his screen, and they're going to get Tooney on a reach and just a ticky-tack foul.
On the hold. Yeah.
You don't... I don't know. I am very pro officials. I don't like.
Yeah.
I think they got one of the hardest jobs out there.
They do.
And no matter what they do, people are going to be mad at them.
And
as Quirk misses the free throw, but you can't make that call.
I know what you're going to say.
You can't make
in
that
the
call.
context of this game.
You can't make that call.
Yeah, he's already got the blow by on Tooney, right?
All he did was his little hand by. Let's see, Quirk is a 6'6" senior. That little hand did nothing to him.
No, in fact, he's probably going to be in a scoring position.
And Quirk knocks down the second. So Ripon still leads by 1, 64-63. 4:20 to play in overtime. Left wing. And then driving is Steffes. He's walled off. He'll pick it up. He'll have to kick it out. Meinholz thought about a 3. Steffes on the left wing, 10 on the shot clock. He'll get the screen by DeValk. Picks up his dribble. Now back to DeValk. Elbow. 1 power dribble down low. He'll kick it out. 2 on the shot clock. 3-point shot. Jorgensen off the mark. Rebounded by Quirk. That's good defense there by Cornell. Magnani gets the screen. 18 on the shot clock. He'll drive, kick it. Quirk at the top. Mine on the defense. Quirk shot no good. Rebound put back by Logan Sharp is good. And it's a 1-point lead for Cornell, 65-64.
Great weak side position by Sharp.
When you get those guards slashing to the hoop, a lot of times it opens up that weak side for some offensive rebound opportunities. Steffes drives, and a contested shot falls.
Against a double team. 5'11" against a double team. That's strength.
Created some space. Defender a little off balance and went up and was able to convert. Steffes almost with a steal on a deflection. It's out of bounds. Will remain Rams basketball.
It seems every 50-50 ball in the second half, Ripon hasn't been able to take advantage of it. It's gone to the Rams.
We're under 3 to play in overtime. 2:50 remaining. 1-point lead for Ripon. Magnani drives and he finds Sharp and he misses the layup. Steffes with the rebound.
Yeah, he felt DeVault when he went up on that.
An opportunity for Ripon to extend their 1-point lead. That was a big missed shot there by Logan Sharp. 13 on the clock. Steffes drives. He's double teamed now in the paint. He'll kick it out. Jorgensen back to the top of the key. Galati, he'll swing it. 5 seconds. The drive. Steffes, the left-handed acrobatic shot, no good. Rebounded by Sharp. And here come the Rams.
I like the idea of Ripon attacking the rim. Just didn't work for him that time.
Again, 10 team fouls for Ripon, 9 for Cornell. Magnani on the right wing, 15 on the clock, shot clock I should say.
DeVault's out.
And they were passing it down low to Logan Sharp, and Sharp was fouled by 42 David DeVault, and that is his 5th foul, just like you said, Marty.
Wow, I just don't see those types of calls being made right now, unless it's brutally honest. I mean,
This is a title game. You got to let the big men fight for position,
Yeah.
and you got to let the defender fight to not let them get that position.
So
Doesn't mean don't call fouls, but you got to let them be physical. Sharp's going to shoot 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus, and he misses the first one.
wow.
So a couple of huge misses by Sharp. The missed layup and now a missed free throw from the 6'9" junior center.
Under 2 minutes, this to tie the contest.
Out of Des Moines, Iowa. And he's too strong on the second one. Ripon still holds a 1-point lead.
The good news, Ripon still has one big. Tooney, I think, only with 1 foul.
Tooney's got 1 foul, according to the scoreboard. You are correct. And he'll drive, create some space, and he'll finish at the rim. A 3-point lead for Ripon, 68-65 with 1:39 and a timeout called on the floor.
What do you think? Should Mahone put another jersey on and get out there?
I would say no, because I believe that's a technical foul.
Oh, it's probably more than that.
Yeah, it's probably a little more than that. You're right.
Wow, are we being treated to some great collegiate sport?
How big has Tooney been? He hit that corner 3 ball to put them up when they were trailing with, what, a couple minutes left in the game?
And he's
then the shot there. He's been phenomenal.
He's a 49% three-point shooter on the regular season, followed by Dominic Galati at 45, Ryan Steffes at 42. But Steffes, I'm comfortable with. I love him attacking. He's strong. You don't know this, but I've been saying it all season. Coach K, in one of his interviews early in the year, says in his tenure here, pound for pound, without question, the strongest player he has ever coached, Ryan Steffes. And he puts them usually on the best scorer of the opposition.
Tooney with 11 points in the ball game, 4 in the first half, 7 in the second half / overtime. 3-point lead, and the drive by Magnani. Can't get it to fall. Steffes with the rebound.
Tipped out by Tooney. Beautiful work.
Ripon can go up by 2 possessions with the score. 1:16 on the clock. Galati at midcourt, taking their time.
The entire Ripon varsity women's team getting ready to play, standing behind the men's bench on their feet.
Galati drives, kicks it. Tooney, pump fake on the 3, step back, and he hit it! too strong.
It was
the house would have came down on that one.
It was online, baby.
Magnani has it. He gets the screen from Sharp. He'll drive. Three-point shot is good by Kabala, and it's a tie game again.
He is cash. He did it late in regulation, and he did it again.
This game is just a game. I mean, football is a game of inches, but so is basketball. That shot by Tooney, just a little too strong. If he knocks that down, they're up by 6.
Yep.
Kabala goes and hits a 3, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, with less than a minute. Oh, wow.
46.5 seconds left. Just an incredible ball game thus far.
What a treat. These two teams split. Cornell.
Still relatively low scoring, too. It's been some good defense.
Ripon came off of a really tough road trip, losing at Cornell. And then on Sunday, for a makeup postponed due to COVID, had to drive down that Saturday night after being beat by Cornell, all the way down to Jacksonville, Illinois, just north of St. Louis. And then they get beat by Illinois College. Then they come home. They get home cooking a figure with Cornell. Cornell deals them their 3rd consecutive conference loss. Ripon hasn't looked back since then in conference. And now here they are. The Ripon went down there later and beat Cornell at Cornell. So here it is.
Tie ball game, 68 all, 44 seconds on the clock. Ripon basketball coming out of the timeout. Left wing, Jorgensen, now Tooney at the top. He'll set the screen. Steffes on the drive, picks up his dribble, he'll kick it out. Jorgensen on the right wing. Now Steffes in the corner. He'll go baseline, guarded by Sharp. He'll kick it to the corner. Three-point shot, a little to the left by Galati.
Wasn't that interesting? The center.
And here we
Sharp
go.
Guarding Steffes.
We're going to get a timeout called with 15.5 seconds by Cornell, their head coach, Dave Schlaba. And they have a chance to hold for the last shot and win the game.
Here's the thing. They have so many weapons, Cornell. You start with Kabala. He can score anywhere with the left hand in the lane or step out on the 3. You got Magnani, can score from anywhere on the court. You got Marcus Quirk, an expert at 3-point shooting. And then they could still pound it down to Sharp if they wanted to, if they like that matchup with DeValk out of the game for the Red Hawks. But I got to believe the door is going to go through. They're going to try to set the table for Kabala or Magnani. That's how I see it.
Kabala and Magnani both averaging 16 points on the season. Kabala 16.2. They got a lot of options. And then Quirk, he's averaging 12.5 points per game as well. So they got 3 options in the double figures. All 3 of them have had solid performances.
Yeah, what a group of seniors for the Rams of Mount Vernon, Iowa.
Cornell came up with a huge defensive stop late in the second half when Ripon had a chance to win. Now Ripon's going to have to come up with a big defensive stop.
They never got that shot off. That's exactly right. And you sure as heck don't want to lose it at the free throw line if you're Ripon.
And what you don't want to do if you're the Red Hawks, too, is foul. You don't want to give them points at the free throw line. Make them earn it with the shot. Kabala's going to inbound it on the far side of the court. 15.5 seconds left.
Please, no double overtime, gentlemen.
Magnani at midcourt. Marty needs to get to Miami. Top of the key, Christensen. 7 on the clock. Magnani, left wing. 4 on the clock. He gives it up. Kabala, fadeaway, mid-range jump shot. It's short, off the rim. We're going to double overtime.
Well, I know my wife is watching. Honey, I guess we're going to Amro for our break. Here we go. Double overtime. Are you kidding me?
Each team only scored 6 points in that overtime.
Wow.
6 points each. It was 62-62 at the end of regulation. We had the double overtime at 68 all.
Interesting assistant coach talking to the official at the scorers table for Ripon, Ty Ketz. Wow.
I got to stand up and stretch, Marty. This game just won't end, but you know what? It's good basketball.
Yeah, my man, I did 4 solo yesterday. I wish I would have had your phone number. We would have just switched off microphones since we only had the capability for 1 set. Oh. Well, Riley Eichnagel behind the camera. My new friend, Stuart Atkinson, doing the play-by-play. and yours truly, Marty Ernster. And we got women's action after this. Hopefully we'll get it in sometime tonight. Hope it's not a late morning venture. It'll be the Fighting Scott ladies of Monmouth College from Monmouth, Illinois, bringing it in here shortly after this game to take on the host #1 seed, Ripon College women. Lauren Buzalaki's going for her 4th consecutive conference championship. And what a program she's established in 9 short seasons.
Players are back out on the court as we're about to get tip-off for the second overtime.
Well, the other Weisky son, Mike Weisky, just texted me, 84 today down in Miami. Oh, my.
Well,
here we go.
It's not quite 84 here.
No, I'll bet you it's close, though. It's at least 80 degrees in this Doc Weisky Memorial Gymnasium.
Sharp won the tip, so Cornell will have the first possession of double overtime. Kabala drives, guarded by Steffes. Looked like a travel, no call. He missed a shot. Rebound, put back is good.
He's a beast.
I don't know. I thought he traveled, but
I think you're right.
You play on. It's a 2-point lead for Cornell.
Great job on the ball by Ryan Steffes against Kabala.
Steffes gives it up. Meinholz now top of the key. Dribble handoff from Jorgensen. Steffes drives, spin move. A lot of contact, and he'll get the call, and will head to the line. I thought that was pretty good defense by Sharp, but he didn't go completely straight up, and I think that's why they called the foul.
And that's what DeValk thought the same thing on his 4th foul.
That's one where I would like to see him just let that one go.
Yeah.
But the way they've been calling it, that's a foul.
Yeah, you're not seeing reaches or anything like that. Let him play.
First free throw, Steffes connects. He'll look to knock down the second one to tie the game up at 70 all. And he does so.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the definition of a sense of urgency is applicable here, I think you could just looking at this video and the time and the score.
Magnani drives, cross-court pass. Christensen thought about a 3. Now Cork's going to shoot a deep 3, and he banked it in. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my. And he doesn't even smile. Are you kidding me? Okay, now he's smiling a little.
Five 3-pointers made for Cork, and the last one seems like when teams go to overtime, and an answer! 3-point shot by Galati, the sophomore.
The 45% 3-point shooter has awakened.
He hasn't scored since the first half, and he answers with a 3. 73-73. Kabala gives it up. Cork at the top. He'll get the screen. Now he's on the left wing, guarded by Steffes. Now Christensen top of the key.
They got the switch now with Meinholz.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Christensen left wing. He'll drive, and he's stripped, and it's saved, and it's a steal by Galati. And here come the Red Hawks.
On that save, he threw a rising fastball from 10 feet away to Ryan Steffes. He handled it perfectly.
Galati dribble handoff. Top of the key now, left wing is Steffes. He'll get the screen from Tooney. He's coming downhill. He attacks. Sharp, he'll kick it out. Jorgensen, bang! It's a 3-ball, and Ripon leads by 3.
The Fond du Lac kid with less than 3 minutes delivers.
Only his second made basket of the game, both of them 3-balls. Pass down low to Sharp, and he gets his stolen array ripped away. Tooney on the defense, Meinholz with the steal.
Oh, is this Jim on fire right now?
2:31 to play, 76-73, Ripon on top. Steffes swings it, Jorgensen on the left wing, 14 on the shot clock. He'll get a screen from Tooney, dribble handoff to Steffes. 8 on the shot clock, got to get something going. Steffes going downhill, and he gets it stolen. That was picked away by Magnani, and now a foul called against Steffes.
Bad news. It's going to go against Meinholz. If it's made correctly, that's his 5th.
Excuse me, not against Steffes. You're right, Marty. That foul is going to go against Meinholz. And a third player is going to foul out for Ripon.
It was an excuse me foul. I understand it.
You got to be extra cautious with 4 fouls, but again, you're in double overtime in a title game. You know, you can't tell these guys to be too cautious.
Hey, it's in your DNA. You're going for a 50-50 ball on the floor.
Yep.
And Jack Brady, the junior out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. I like the kid, fed the players at my house, but then I found out he was a Chicago Bear fan. So he didn't get the chocolate-covered brownies with ice cream.
Magnani shooting a 2-2 at the free throw line after the foul, and he knocks down the first one.
So Brady, another three-point shooter, I might add, and he does have the number 3 on his jersey. Bear that in mind.
Brady's got 2 points in the ball game, and 2 for 2 at the line was Magnani. And we have a 1-point game once again, 76-75. A little over 2 minutes to play.
I'm looking for the big. I'm thinking Tooney and I'm thinking Steffes are going to try to take these Redhawks home. If Galati gets an open 3, he'll do it too.
Galati drives, kicks it. Brady on the left wing, he'll drive. He finds Tooney, pump fake, he'll kick it out. Brady, pump fake, he'll drive, kick it. Jorgensen, corner 3, bang! He hit it! And Ripon leads by 4, 79-75.
What a time to come out of his shooting slump. Drew Jorgensen.
2 triples in double overtime for Jorgensen. Cross-court pass on the left wing to Magnani. Now Christensen, top of the key.
They got the mismatch with Kabbalah and Galati if they
6
want
on
it.
the shot clock. Down low to Sharp and 1.
They're going to give it on Brady on the block. He must have been inside the circle, I can only assume, because it was good position on his part.
9 points in the game for Logan Sharp after being held scoreless in the first half.
Yep.
And he's got an opportunity for a 3-point play. He recently did go 0 for 2 at the free throw line. But right when Ripon created a little bit of space and got that lead up to 5, it's a 2-point game.
They got reeled back in. Both teams been doing that to each other.
Got it up to 4, I should say.
Yep.
And Sharp way too strong. It was just a thud, and it just dropped in.
Hit that dead spot between the glass and the frame of the rim.
Timeout called on the floor. It's a full timeout.
What time is it, 8:30?
It feels like it.
Yeah.
It's 4:57, Marty.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's a 1-point lead for Ripon, 79-78 with 1:15 to play.
As if there wasn't enough action going on here at the Wilmore Center. Inside the Doc Weisky Memorial Gymnasium, we got a track and field meet going on just a matter of yards to the west of this gym. 14 track and field teams for a big invite taking place right now this afternoon.
And then the girls' title game following this one. So a lot of action going on in Ripon today.
You'd be surprised what $5 can get you.
Yeah. Get you a lot of entertainment. Well, Ripon fans hoping to at least end this game feeling good after a win, but there's a lot that needs to happen still.
Boy, a 1-point lead by the Redhawks with 1:15 left. Oh. I'm just.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're in double overtime of the Midwest Conference Men's Championship game. Ripon leads Cornell 79-78 in double overtime with 1:15 to play.
Is a double overtime game and a championship game, is that a cliche or what?
Here we go, ball back in play. Galati will bring it up to court for Ripon. He'll swing it, Steffes on the left wing, Jorgensen. Now Tooney at the top. On the right wing, it's Brady. 14 on the shot clock. Brady guarded by Quirk.
What a thing for Brady to be put into. What a fire when you
7 seconds on the shot clock. Steffes drives, blocked shot, rebounded by Quirk, and here comes the Rams. They have an opportunity to take the lead.
I like the take, though. I'm going to ride my horse right to the end.
Quirk now top of the key, Sharp. Right wing, it's Christensen. Down low, Quirk. Guarded by Brady, and he created separation with the shoulder and made the layup. And now the Rams lead by 1.
Yep.
So after that corner 3 by Jorgensen to put Ripon up by 4, the way the defense has been playing, not like they won the game, but it was the biggest cushion we've seen in the last half hour. And just like that, Cornell back up by 1.
Yeah.
Neither team bowing down when they trail by a bucket or two.
Yeah, because what happens psychologically, you know how that goes in sports. You're the chaser, and all of a sudden you're the chasee.
Yeah.
And the psychology of that, do you play not to lose? But when you're behind, there's no thought like that whatsoever. You just play the game. You're mentally attacking.
With 34.4 seconds left in double overtime, 30 seconds on the shot clock coming out of the timeout. Ripon trails by 1. Again, if Ripon makes a basket, there is going to be time left on the clock for Cornell.
Yep.
Each team still with 1 timeout remaining.
Once again, Cornell Rams men's team has not won too many of these championships. Cornell's runner-up regular season finish in Midwest Conference. Cornell's 17 overall wins this regular is the second most in history. Their only Midwest tournament title was in 1994. Wow.
The 1 seed Ripon versus the 2 seed Cornell. Double overtime. Players back on the court.
And what a great student section with the pep band we've been hearing all afternoon.
Steffes will inbound it. Bringing it up the court. Galati. 30 seconds. Tooney at the top of the key. Trying to find Steffes coming off his screen, but good. Guarded well. Kicks it out. And Steffes' three-point shot is blocked. Are they going to give a timeout to Cornell?
No, no way.
There's no way. Nobody had possession.
He's calling a foul. I can't believe there was a foul called on that. I think his own player. I think he collided with his own player.
So here's what happened. Steffes shot a three-point shot. It got deflected. And as they were scrambling for the rebound, Ripon got the rebound. But a foul was called against a Ripon player. I'm not quite sure who the foul was on. I didn't see it.
They're giving it to Brady for Ripon.
The foul's going to go against Brady.
It's a shame because
I don't know about that.
You'd have to go to video, but I really thought it was 3 purple jerseys colliding more than anything. I think they missed it.
Two free throws. 2 free throws coming for Logan Christensen as Cornell leads by 1 with 19.5 seconds left in double overtime.
He's a good free throw shooter, so Ripon will still have a chance to tie with 20 seconds left.
And he missed the first one.
That's huge.
We talked about free throws all game.
Yeah.
And that just keeps, he could have made both and Ripon was still alive, but now with that miss, depending on what happens here.
Yep. Boy, you don't think rebounds come at a premium if this is no good?
They got to box out here if you're the Red Hawks. Second free throw rattles in and out, rebounded by Jorgensen. 17 on the clock. No timeout called. They're going to play it.
Here we go, 10
They'll
seconds.
swing it. Steffes on the left wing. Top of the key. Pump fake, 3-point shot. Short by Galati, rebounded by the Rams with 3 seconds left. And a foul. Free throws coming.
Galati had the guts of a burglar to take the shot short on the iron.
3 seconds still gives Ripon enough time.
Absolutely.
Even after these free throws. But a pump fake and then a step back by Galati and missed it short. You know fatigue's going to start to settle in when you're in double overtime. Christensen at the line. And after missing his last 2, he knocks down the first one. And a timeout called.
So, it's the advantage to the Rams. They got the lead with another free throw coming. And the Red Hawks will have 3 seconds to try to answer the bell with a tie that's going to triple overtime or with a win, depending on this next free throw by Christensen.
And Ripon calling the timeout. So after the free throw, let's say he makes it, Ripon cannot call a timeout. They are going to have to immediately get ready to inbound it and see what they can draw up with those 3 seconds.
Coach Kane has really good, every coach has really good drawn-up plays. We've seen it, Ripon get buzzer beaters with the 2-time All-American Ty Sabin. Saw that happen out on a holiday tournament in Oregon. Same situation, there were fewer than 3 seconds. and you try to get it to one of the wings, and then your shooter flushes down the middle, hit him, kind of like a hook and ladder in football, if you will. But first things first.
Christensen for the Cornell Rams will have one free throw left coming out of the timeout.
Shout out to my buddy, Ripon College grad, Sandy Grant in Kansas City. Bev and Ruben Yankee, I know we're watching right here in town.
Here we go. Players back on the court. Second free throw and last free throw coming for Logan Christensen. If he misses it, you got to get the rebound, and he drilled it. And here we go. 3 seconds left, no timeouts for Ripon. Tooney's going to inbound it. And he gets it in. Galati, half court heave. Can he make it?
Just
and
short.
It's short and to the right. And Cornell is going to come away with an 82-79 double overtime victory.
What a game we got treated to. And Cornell, rightfully so, is celebrating. Their only Midwest Conference title came in 1994. It's a heartbreaker, but you knew it was going to be for one team. Well, now the Ripon College women will be taking the court shortly, and they're going to be next against the Monmouth Scots of Monmouth College women. They're the 2 seed Monmouth. Ripon, of course, the host, number 1 seed women. My, what a pleasure meeting you for the first time and working with you, Stuart. It's a pleasure.
We might have to do games again in the future if we're going to get them all like this, huh?
Yeah, we'll have our agents go out and talk to one another and get back to us.
I like that idea.
Okay.
I like that idea. Marty, it was a pleasure. We'll take a break now, and again, an 82-79 victory for Cornell over Ripon, and they punched their ticket to the D3 men's NCAA tournament. And at 6 o'clock, we will have the Ripon women's title game in the Midwest Conference tournament.
Right. They're going to present the tournament award here to the Cornell men.
All right, so no break. We're going to stay here and show the presentation of the trophy to the Cornell men's team after winning the tournament. One of those games where whoever lost, they're going to be going back and thinking about 7, 8, 9 different scenarios of, man, if we just did this one little thing.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
In a game like this, it's a shame, but somebody does have to lose. And today it happened to be Ripon.
Yep. So they will not get their 3rd conference championship under Coach Kane. But that team for Ripon will be back intact next season.
Not a one senior that I can see on the roster here for Ripon.
Yeah.
And it's Ryan Mahoney, number 30.
Right. And
so yeah, pretty much the whole team will be back.
And conversely, this is a senior-laden team for the Cornell Rams. Congratulations to Cornell out of Mount Vernon. Only their 2nd Midwest Conference tournament victory in school history.
They played a phenomenal game. A couple big guys down low did great. Came away with a double overtime victory. All right, we're going to take a break. Reminder, we'll be back at 6 o'clock for the women's title game in the Midwest tournament. Thank you all for listening. Again, we'll be back at 6 o'clock.